The first experiment in Java programming lab under use of scanner class and control statements is um, create a Java program to find the sum of n numbers. So as you can see, this is my program. Over here, the first thing is that to input data from the user in Java, we need to use input function that is present in the scanner class. So this scanner class is present under utility under the Java package. So um, so so once we import the scanner class, we need something. So it's a class. So we need an object to access the class. So over here, as you can see in the main function, I'm creating object T, which is a new scanner system.in. So this will have system.in. Uh, and what happens is whenever this object is used, it invokes this system.in. So through this system.in under system scanner, we can input the object. So you can see it's entering the size, and I'm storing the size of um, the array into this, and um, I'm sorry, not array, the size as in how many elements we want to take in. So, and we are entering the numbers. So as you can see, after enter the numbers, I have put a for loop, and what this for loop does is it has a sum which is 0 over here. And what this for loop does is it adds the sum into the number which we're inputting. So once I enter some number, 0 equal to 0 plus that number. So that number will be stored in sum, the resultant, and then this will continue as much times as we want it to. So I'm going to run this program. It's asking me to enter the size. So I'll give it as 4. Enter the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, the total sum is displayed as 10, which is this over here. So my next program, this is to tell which Java program to generate the triangle pattern. So I need to create this pattern. So Eclipse over here. So you can see this program under the main function. I'm creating the scanner object again, and it's asking to enter the number of rows, and um, the way I printed this is to a for loop. That's two for loops. That's a one for loop for the row and one for loop for the column. So the first row is less than size, and second one is less than or equal to I. So um, and as you can see, system.out print star, the printer, it's not println, it's print, so it won't print with spaces, and it will the next row will be printed after this, and um, we'll get the pattern. So I'm going to run this. Stars, number of rows, I'll give 5. As you can see, the pattern is created over here. And next program is to Java to check palindrome. So you can see palindrome over here. It's asking to enter number. That number is being stored in this num. Then I made a check variable to store the num so that I can finally, when I get the, so how we do is we compare it with the reverse. First find the reverse, and we compare it. So as you can see, there's a while loop, and it's getting the reverse, um, and this operation is performed on when the number is greater than 0. So when the num divides 10, if it is greater than 0, it will keep happening, and so when we get 0, we'll get the reverse digit. And the result will be stored, and if that result is equals to check, it's a palindrome, otherwise it's not. So let's check the output, enter a number at 505. So you can see the reverse of the number is 505. It's a palindrome, and it's a palindrome. And we are displaying that over here using an if condition over here. And yeah, that's the So our next program is to find greatest among three numbers, and then after that to check whether it's a prime. So greatest among three, I'm getting three numbers from the user, and this is very simple, as it has only if statements, if else, if else. We just need to compare A, B. A first, compare A with C, A, C. So if this fails, that means obviously A is less, so we don't need to check A. Then B is greater than C. Then otherwise C is greater, and yeah, it will display the greatest number out of the inputs we give. So first number, let me write 3, and second number 2, and 1. As you can see, the result, it's printing the number which is the greatest, 3. 3 is greater. And the next program is the prime check. So in this, the aim is to check whether a number is prime. So as you can see over here, I'm doing this using flags. So I've set a flag to 0 over here, and I'm storing the number into int n as the next int. And by next int is a function in the scanner class. So to accept an integer variable, we need to use this function which comes under scanner class. So we need to use the object to use this function, and what this does is it divides into half, and it through this for loop it checks whether the modulus equals to 0, and if it equals 0, it is a prime. Otherwise, when it's 1, I've set the flag into 1. So after the statement, after it checks these conditions, it comes over here. Then if the flag is 0, that means it didn't come over here. So it will be a prime number. Otherwise, it's not a prime. So let's see over here and enter the number to check prime. So I write 5. As you can see, the result 5 is a prime number. The number is prime. So that's the output of these 5 programs, and that is the end of the first experiment.